Hey everyone, it's been about 1 month since we gone to the Beaver culvert, and look at this. The Beavers have obviously clogged the culvert again, and this is more water than before. Look at it all. Today we're gonna drain this entire flooded area. You can even see the ribbons up here. We're gonna drain this fast. Hey everyone, it's been about 1 month. We're coming back to see what's happened with this flooded road. Okay, now the park rangers said that the Beavers, they were going to relocate, and I can see there is some high water. That means the Beavers did build it back. You can see all this erosion damage. I don't know if they're building it back from what I destroyed or the park rangers have done it since then, but I'm assuming it just took this long for the Beavers to build it back because I even destroyed their stone foundation last time. So we're going to pull over and we're going to unclog these culverts again. Hey everyone, today we're coming back to see what they've done about this Beaver flood, and by the looks of it, yes, they've definitely destroyed the whole swamp. Look at this. We've been here many times before. Right now we're in late November and we're gonna go see what's going on with the Beavers. We're gonna pull over here onto the mud. Hopefully we don't get stuck. It's not even that bad. They just put more dirt over the top. During hunting season, somebody's gonna come here and try to eat them. This is by far the worst flow we've had here since. So everybody, if you've seen my former videos at this place, one time we even talked to the park rangers and they had a work order in since May. It's now November 29th, 2021. And it's amazing, there's no snow here. Usually it starts snowing in this area late September and October, definitely, usually. So it's amazing that there's no snow here yet, approaching December. Look at all the excavator tracks right here. By the looks of this, they did it probably this week, past couple days. But look at all this ice. They just did it because this swamp was, it was frozen and they released it. But water was crossing here. You can see they regraded the road and they'll probably throw a load of gravel down in the spring. There was water crossing here in all my former videos. But we got to go see what's up with the culverts. Yep, this whole area. Look at all the trees. There's so much trees just gone from the Beavers having to rebuild this thing so many times. Ooh, it's right in the face. Work order in May when they discovered it. They were hoping it would go away, but it's been a while since May, so. And you see the little pink ribbons that I hung up. Yeah, this thing looks like it's gone. Oh, actually, no, yeah. No. Wow. The guys did exactly what I did. They only removed the beaver dam on one of the culverts, like I've done in the past. Which is really strange. But now the swamp is back at a normal level, and now I'm thinking this other one still has a beaver dam that for some reason they didn't unclog. Now, they hired a trapper to get rid of the beavers. I don't know if they did that or not. Maybe they drove an excavator up here because you have to destroy the lodge. Because what happens is, even if you hunt or trap the beavers and move them to a new location, if you leave the lodge there, the next beaver that comes along is going to repurpose it as their own. And that's going to get the whole problem going again. You got to destroy the lodge. And see. Yep, they didn't do a thing on this one. That blockage has been there since last time we did it. The first time I ever came out here, the blockage was right here on the end. You can see all the excavator scrape marks. Beavers got smart, and they started building it in the middle. Wow, look at this big sheet of ice. Oh, we're gonna go for a little walk to the Beaver Lodge. See if they actually destroyed it. Because if they didn't, they're just gonna have this issue again and again. And I hope everyone understands there's a reason this has to be done. We're not an enemy of the beavers. Beavers are very beneficial animals, but if this isn't done, it's going to wash out the road back to saw the erosion. During the spring thaw, when this thing has to rage, if those aren't open, it will wash out the entire road. And imagine what kind of environmental impact that'll have instead of just a small impact of just draining a swamp. The whole dam just released at once. That was awesome. Only took 14 minutes because the dam was not as old. And we'll most certainly check in on this in the spring. Alrighty, we got to get back over to this culvert. There's a beaver in here. I heard it moving stuff. It can't get us up here if we look down. Let's look inside. Beaver? Woo! That scared me for a moment. It's a spider friend. See the spider friends? There they are. A few spiders. Startled me for a second. Didn't expect them on the ceiling. So where are you, beavers? I know I heard one of you. You see where the water level is usually way up here. Where I'm walking right now, there'd be a good foot of water. Over here, this whole area, this was all their swamp. This whole forest had a good solid foot of water in it. And up against those culverts was a good 4 feet of water. We're going to visit the beavers. Because I really can't tell if they drove the machine up here or not to remove the blockage. If my voice sounds different, that's just because it's so cold out here. I know exactly where the lodge is. The last time I went to visit the lodge, like 2 months ago, the beavers weren't very happy. And the big boss beaver chased me for maybe 20 feet. Oh. Woo! 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 Ooh, a pissed off beaver. Before it gave up. The beavers might still be here. This is very fresh, but that could also be since they did the work there. Look at this. Oh. Look at this. The beavers are preparing a new lodge, it looks like. This looks like they might be making a new lodge right here. So I think the beavers are still here, and they're just going to continue clogging this thing. We'll have to check it out again next summer, because we can't do a thing out here once it starts snowing again. Alright, so up here is where the beavers' old lodge was, somewhere around these parts. See how this area is? It's all silt. Because this, where I'm walking right now, is typically underwater. So we're going to visit the lodge. Now they got a brand new lodge back there. And I'm guessing the beavers are still active. Alright, I see it. This is exactly where I got chased a few videos back. Right up here. And the beavers are going to be very angry right now because they lost their swamp a few days ago before winter. And what that does is, beavers are tough animals. They swim in freezing water. They can walk around in the winter. No problem with the cold. They have absolutely no problem with the cold. The issue is, like right now that the water's gone, look at their lodge. This is the lodge that we visited last time. It's still here. See the entrances? All the entrances are out of the water now that the pond is drained. So that makes them very vulnerable to predators. All right. And beavers are not the friendliest creatures. If you are swimming in the water, like when you see me usually remove a beaver dam inside a culvert, unless it's a really tiny one where I can do it from the shore, I'll usually do it from the back side, because if you're standing in the pond with your back turned, beavers will attack you because you are in their territory. And they have teeth big enough to cut down trees, and that's not fun. They do kill people from time to time, but if you leave them alone, they're a pretty peaceful animal that's very beneficial to the environment because they store this water. They make big ponds. They make reserves. Now, when you have a big pond made by the beavers, you're pushing pressure down into the ground with all that weight of the water, and you're refreshing the aquifers. You're making a reserve in case there's a drought. The only issue is when they do this stuff where it threatens a roadway is going to wash out, cause an environmental impact, and then both loses. You have no road and they have no swamp because the road's gone. They have nothing to build against now. That's why they can be relocated. Going back a slightly different way. This is a perfect place for the beavers. It really shows how they get it up so fast. The way this river is, they can cut down trees anywhere up here, anywhere upstream, and just float them back. Oh, look at this one. Wow, oh wow, it's not even attached. Watch this. Whoa, there we go. Yep, they gave up. That thing is stuck. I can't get that down without hurting myself. So just think about it. A couple of days ago, this whole place I'm walking was pretty far underwater. And you see over here, you know what this is? You got a little bit of water trickling right here. But that's all groundwater. Because if you look up each way, up here, it's not going anywhere. This right here, beavers will dig little canals. So before the area is completely flooded, they can safely walk on it. These are all little canals made by the beavers. The entire swamp's gone, and now that it's getting down so cold, the beavers' time is running out fast to build this pond. Yeah, this part's actually strong enough to walk out on. As you can see below me, it's only like 6 inches or so. Oh, that was awesome. Oop. All right, everybody, so as what I could see, there's a brand new beaver lodge. The old lodge is there. It's not destroyed. I have very low confidence that they actually removed the beavers or did anything about it. All I see is them fixing the road. They smoothed it out. They only cleared one culvert for some weird reason. They're just making the beavers' job easier. And because there's moving water here, the beavers will probably be able to build the dam back in the wintertime. Usually when the pond freezes over, they would be unable to do that. But since there's so much moving water, it's gonna take quite a lot of time. Now right here what they did, before the water was crossing over a very rocky gravel road. So it was causing minimal damage. But now they replaced it and they filled it with mud and dirt. I don't think that's very smart of them. They should have put a whole ton of their typical shale rock and gravel over it. Because look what I'm driving on now. If this thing floods again, and I can almost certainly say it's going to flood again because the beavers aren't going to give up, there's a brand new lodge there. They're going to put that dam back up pretty fast, I believe. Unless they remove them, which I don't think so. I see some pretty fresh stuff accumulating. I think they made a mistake by regrading the road with dirt instead of gravel. Anyways, we'll check on it again sometime in the springtime. I hope this video was interesting. Thanks for watching. To get it at the perfect angle, I have a rock counterweight. Wow, take a look at all that dust.